Hi guys, my name is Tamara Chambers.
And I'm Jim J-Rod.
And this is Tamara Just Saw. And we just saw King Kong
Skull
Island.
Kong Skull Island.
Kong Skull Island. I have only seen the Peter Jackson, and I only knew that it was Peter Jackson because you said Peter Jackson. I just knew it was the Jack Black one.
Right.
The only Kong movie that I've ever seen. But you are like a Kong aficionado.
Yes, I'm a bit of a, yes. The original 1933 King Kong still remains one of my favorite movies of all time. But like I grew up watching the 1976 one with Jeff Bridges was the guy in it.
Oh, and Jeff Bridges?
Yeah, and he had like long hair and a big beard and stuff.
That's so weird. I just don't love him. Jessica Lange?
Jessica Lange, yes, Jessica Lange. It was her first like big movie. So that was the one I grew up with, and it was a big ape who battles monsters or whatever. Like, what's not to like when you're like
pretty clear on the
7 years
surface.
old. So, but then when I saw the 1933 version, I was like fell in love with it. And ever since, it's been one of my favorite movies. And I liked the Peter Jackson one. It was a good remake. It wasn't perfect. It had it was a little long. I saw the trailer for this one, and I was kind of like, it looks so. I don't know. It looks like it's they're just building it up to be a fight between him and Godzilla. It's the same studio, and so I wasn't super excited about it, but you were excited about it.
Well, okay, so I saw the trailer and I was like, I mean, it looks like a good action film, and like it's King Kong, like whatever, no surprise there. But I liked the comedy that they brought in with
John C. Reilly.
Yes, thank you, with John C. Reilly. I was like, okay, that's not what I was expecting, because I was saying earlier, he's like such a specific type of comedy. When you see him, you're like, oh, I'm gonna get this weird Will Ferrell-esque like comedy, and I was like, that's not what I was expecting with that. So that could be interesting. You can be very skeptical, which I enjoy of certain movies, especially if you like love them, like King Kong. And so you came up to me in the studio and you were like, all right, I saw the recent trailer and I'm kind of excited.
It's like I don't want to fully commit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, yeah, all right, I'm kind of on board. It should be like a fun adventure, and that's what it, like King Kong should be. It shouldn't be like this, super long, deep movie or whatever, or very long, right?
Yeah. I guess my initial thoughts are I enjoyed what I thought I was going to enjoy. I enjoyed the comedy. I wasn't too taken out of it by like any like weird CGI.
Visually, it was shot really, really well. It was a bright kind of movie, like and kind of beautiful, like the landscape and stuff. It wasn't as like harsh or scary and stuff as most iterations of King Kong usually are.
I kind of want to be there.
Right? Yeah. It was like, looked like a nice place to vacation, but it did look uncomfortable in the sense where like there was like bugs everywhere. Like there was a cool detail that like there were flies on everything and like mosquitoes and like
just
stuff.
Even if you couldn't see it, the like sound effect was there.
Right,
like,
right,
you just knew all the time that there were bugs. The side characters were more interesting than the main characters.
Right.
Like Tom Hiddleston,
Hiddleston, I think.
Has like such just like cool backstory, and like the character had the potential to be really cool. And I'm not saying this is his bad. I'm saying it's like kind of maybe the script is it just bland, just kind of bland. It's like not bad, just there. Yeah,
they didn't like flesh out any of the characters really. It was kind of hard to determine who the main characters were because they kept starting with these new characters. The movie went on further and further. You're kind of like, oh, that person's still alive? Why are they still alive? Oh, they're dead. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess you don't go to. I don't necessarily go to a movie like this to be like blown away by deep characters.
Right.
Most people just want to go and see
action.
A big they want to see King Kong. They want to see action adventure.
Yeah.
And it pretty much delivers on that. I thought the action sequences and stuff like that were well done. It is very choppy. It was kind of like the movie didn't know what it wanted to be. It's like sometimes it really took itself seriously. It was like a Vietnam War drama, and then at the next turn it would be like a ridiculous comedy. I don't know. Like I felt like John C. Reilly like legitimized like, oh, okay, this is supposed to be fun. And then he also was kind of the main character.
Yes, like it turned out to be all about him.
It was like his arc, basically. When I heard that they were doing this or whatever, I was kind of like, oh, I can see them setting up whatever, the Godzilla versus King Kong type movie. Basically, all it is. It's just really like a setup piece. That's all it is. It doesn't really offer much else other than that. I will say, like, it's a different take on the King Kong story or whatever. It's not a remake of the same movie that we've seen before. So at least it did that. But it did feel choppy and feel a little bit like the movie didn't know exactly what it was at times. The ending felt super rushed.
Yeah, oh, big time. I wanted the script to, like, there's not any, like, surprise in this film, and I mean it's a King Kong. There's not gonna be a twist.
Right.
But I wanted, like, like, I just maybe like something like just really, really obvious things that had to happen for the story. But like John C. Reilly was like, don't go into this, death camp here, and then they're like gonna do it anyway, and you're like, okay, well, bad things can happen, bad things happen, and it's just, I mean, it was just like very formulaic, I guess, but
right.
In not a way that was like, again, but just a way that was like, okay,
yeah,
I expected that.
Yeah, right. It was very, very predictable. One step, like you've seen the movie, the layout of the film.
Yeah, so many times.
So many times.
But again, that's why you're seeing this film.
Right.
Also, everyone got really mad at me in the Jurassic Park review. It's like, oh, Samuel L. Jackson, hold on to your butts, guy. And he says that in this film.
Yeah, I think it's a little callback, yeah.
And I, like, really wanted to be like, like, yell at you guys. Like, did you hear that? Am I crazy?
His character really is the only one with any real motivation. But it's like, you pick it out. You know immediately what it's going to happen.
I know you're not supposed to like him, but I really did not like him at all.
Yeah. He was playing Ahab. Like, he was Captain Ahab, and Kong was the white whale. Like, he was like, it was totally Moby Dick thrown in the middle of a King Kong movie.
I didn't know what you were referencing at first, but I got up.
Like, I kind of like the way it ends, I don't know, are we going into spoilers?
Oh yeah, let's do spoilers now.
He goes home or whatever, and it's like old 8mm footage, which is kind of a cool touch of him, like, going home to his wife and finally meeting his kid, and then getting to have, like, his hot dog and beer, sitting and watch the Cubs.
Good. Yeah,
that was like the best.
I loved that. So I don't know anything about King Kong and his friends, but
I don't think he has any friends. They take him to New York, and then he's,
Right. I really liked, though, the giant oxes. They were so cute. This giant spider was super scary.
Oh, like the big octopus thing that attacked
Yeah,
you. So there were, like, other
cool.
creatures and other things, but, like,
What
the
did
main thing was, like, the
lizard guys.
Yeah. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but they were kind of a callback to a very brief character that was in the original 1933 King Kong. Yeah, they were okay. I kind of felt like I've seen them in movies before. They weren't, like, terrifying.
Yeah. Right. I kind of wish they were a little scarier.
Yeah. But I liked his design. I thought it was cool.
Awesome.
He looked really cool.
Yeah.
He looked like a little bit of an homage to the 1933, because he doesn't look quite like an ape. He's a little bit mannish.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's more of like, there's an in-between kind of,
I wish we would have seen an ant, though. Those
no,
are,
I
like,
did too. I was looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I want to see the big ants.
Yeah. They're, like, screeching, and I was like, oh, hell yeah. But you don't see them. Overall, I definitely enjoyed it. I'm glad that I saw it.
Yeah. No, I don't. It was fine. I thought, I did enjoy most of it. I wasn't like, I guess maybe because my expectations were a little bit lower, so I was kind of like, if you can entertain me for 2 hours, then that's fine. If I get to see King Kong like fight some big monsters and it looks cool, then whatever.
And I'm glad, I was telling you, I'm glad that I'm not doing this alone, because you know a lot about King Kong and I know nothing about King Kong, and I would just be sitting here like, it was so fun, hair flip. So
part of it was my excitement to do it was just because I love King Kong. So I was like, all right, cool, I can sit and talk about King Kong.
I guess you have to join me for the Godzilla one now.
Right. Which, yeah, they like. I thought maybe there'd be like a tiny, like, teaser or something, or like Easter egg at the end, and they would be like, but it was like no blatant, like, no, yeah, this is happening. Like we're gonna show you all the monsters. Basically they're gonna introduce like every Mothra and Rodan and everything is gonna be.
Like, I had pictures of them. Like, it was like, this is what
these
we're
cave
doing.
drawings, but it's clearly like oh, okay.
I never stayed till the end of movies. I would like had my popcorn in hand. I was like, all right, let's go. Awesome. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you. See you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Yay!